because they are different rates and the two different things, it probably makes sense to have two.
I guess I just...
When you read it, it makes sense. Okay.
It's automatically renewed
Well, then it's
unless
already-
you make provisions.
That is illegal. You
Like somebody said this morning, I'm not afraid to speak out, and I'm not. I'm not afraid to speak out in front of people. If I've got something that I think should be said, you can ask my kids that. I've got 8 children, for heaven's sakes. I did a lot of arbitration when my kids were growing up, and I still do. I like to be active and involved.
What prompted you to run for mayor?
3 different people in town asked me if I would. They figured that I'd be good and that I would be fair. We had some problems with lack of fairness in the last few years.
As to sanitary sewer.
They take 8250 off for 2013. The reason
Were you surprised when she decided to run?
I was a little surprised because, I mean, she hadn't, I guess for her age, and I mean, I know she's been very active like in her church, and she's always like worked at elections, and so she's been active, but I was a little surprised that.
She's got a lot of vim and vigor, and she's not afraid to say what she thinks, and mostly people have been pretty accepting of it and cooperative about it, I think.
I've never worked with another mayor, so I don't know that, but I did come to a lot of the meetings when Pam Vrilley was mayor. And I think that her structure, I think, was better, if that makes sense. Of the meeting, I think she was more, this is the way things are gonna go. So I don't know if that has a difference to do with retired or not retired. I don't think it does. I don't know.
Was the first year everything that you thought it would be?
Oh, it was more so. I mean, I didn't get a lot of complaints on the phone, but one person that I was hoping would stay on took the name off, and we had to fill that one in, and we did, and that's when we had a lot of disruption in at the meeting. Just disagreements, yes, and he had a temper, and he didn't take things too easily if they weren't what he wanted. He had a lot of good points, don't get me wrong, he had a lot of good points, but I kind of hated the meetings, you know. But then right now, afterwards, now we've got someone back in there, and is going to finish out the term of this other one, and our last meeting was just a joy to be there. Everything just went very smoothly.
I think she likes the personal contact maybe more than our previous mayors. If there's a conflict, I think she likes to maybe mediate the situation more than previous mayors would have. But she told me that people had approached her and she just felt no one else was running and she wanted to take on the challenge, and I thought that was very good of her to. She really wants, she loves Royal, and I think she wants to make sure that we continue to prosper, so that's good.
I think she does a good job. Always can get a hold of. She don't have a job other than that, so she's always available when you need something answered or a question.
Conference, and they turned us down. A Main Street, Iowa conference.
Think it makes a difference if a person's retired or not?
No, I don't.
You worked with mayors?
Yep, her and Pam both. I don't think there's any difference whatsoever.
No pluses and minuses?
No, you research it, whatever you get, this is how it is. That's it.
By doing the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I was on the council before, and then I took like 4 years off or whatever, and now I'm back again. It works both ways. You know, each one of them have their own pluses, so.
But I like to talk things over, and then let's decide which is the best thing for the town, not my personal agenda. That's not what being on a council is about. I'm just thinking if I have something to contribute, even when they asked me if I would run, it took me a while to say yes. Pondered over, I talked to my kids, I talked to, of course, some of my friends that are my age. Fluff, what do you want to do that for? You know, you're crazy, da-da-da-da-da. Well, and then I prayed over it, and I finally, just like that, I figured, I guess I shall. I guess I will, and see what happens.